Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It is a Friday. Hopefully everybody is looking forward to another wonderful weekend. And I tell you what, it looks like we've gone from summertime to wintertime. I love the fall weather, but wintertime weather is just too cold for my old blood. And that's what we've had for the last about 2 weeks. So apparently we didn't get a fall this year, at least here in the South, we didn't get a fall. We've gone from summertime to wintertime. But hopefully, I will see some of you tonight for National Championship Wrestling at 4246 Level Grove Road in Cornelia, Georgia, at the historic Landmark Arena. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Bell time will be 8 o'clock for some National Championship Wrestling, and you can follow them on Facebook at National Championship Wrestling. But today I'm going to do something we have not yet done here on the channel, and I figured why not give it a shot. I always preview all the big games coming up the weekend in the world of college football, so I figured why not preview some games in the world of high school football, especially now that it is playoff season. And of course, we know there are 7 classes in high school football. You have 1A all the way up to 7A, and 1A has gotten so big it even has 2 divisions now. I'm not going to sit here and talk about every single game, but I am going to mention 2, 3, maybe 4 games in every region, and it's going to be the teams that most people have heard of. That way, when you hear their name, you don't say, "Who is that? Where are they from?" Plus, there's so many teams in each division that most of you, unless you write this stuff down, you're not going to remember it all. So I figured it was best just mention 2, 3, 4 games in each region. 7A, we have Lambert at North Gwinnett, Walton at Buford. Now, Buford is not only going for their 4th straight state title, but they're actually ranked number 2 in all of America in high school football teams. So Buford is definitely a great football team. There are kids all around the state who actually move to Buford when they start high school just to play football for Buford, because you know if you go there, not only are you more than likely going to win at least 1 or 2 state titles, but usually it gets you a pretty good college career. It may not be with a big time team, but it pretty much guarantees you almost a guaranteed scholarship from at least 1 or 2, whether it be FCS schools or Division II schools. So if you go to Buford, it usually means good things for your football future. We also have Parkview at Westlake in 7A playoff football this weekend. In 6A, we have South Paulding at Gainesville, and we have Alpharetta at Rome. 5A, we have Cale at Calhoun, and Dalton at Creekside. 4A, we have Stevenson at Cedartown, Lovett at North Oconee, and Spalding at Benedictine. In AAA, we have Monroe area at Carver, Sandy Creek at Stevens County, and Oconee County at Adairsville. And me and some teenage boys that I go to church with that play high school football, were talking about how Stevens County's season is going to come to an end this weekend because they play Sandy Creek. And I told them, you know, it's been that way since I was in high school. I can remember when I was in high school, every local high school team would always go to the playoffs, and no matter what their record was in the playoffs, they would get matched up with teams from Atlanta, and they'd be out first round. Now, Stevens County did win last week, so it is the second round, and they're actually the home team tonight, so maybe that helps them some. But I can remember when I was in high school, Stevens County would go 10-0 almost every year. They were great. And then they get in the playoffs, and the local teams around here always play the Atlanta schools, and the Atlanta schools just have players that are bigger, stronger, faster than the schools around here. So that's why you never see schools around here win state championships. It's not that they're not good enough. It's just they play the Atlanta schools. I've always thought that the state of Georgia should do what the state of South Carolina does. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the state of South Carolina has a lower state champion and an upper state champion. And I think the state of Georgia should do something similar to that. You ain't got to call them lower and upper, but have something to where one side of the state can win a state championship and the other side of the state can win a state championship. Otherwise, it's always going to be the Atlanta schools every year winning state championships. 2A, we have Putnam County at Fitzgerald, Fannin County at Callaway, and Northeast at Appling County. And in 1A, we have Social Circle at Rabun County and Elbert County at Prince Avenue Christian. So that's just some of the high school football playoff games on tap for the weekend. Any thoughts on it, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. Have you ever tried to catch a fog? I tried yesterday, but I missed. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.